What up, homies? It's your boy. What's my name? Do you love lentil? Okay, gonna grab the toaster here and start bopping and a dropping and focus. Okay, next. Yeah, need some sort of apparatus. So, and like, whoa. Man, am I good looking. For sure. Let's go, home slice. So you're gonna need some vegan butter. I brought it up and then I put it away. Did I put away the moose butter? No, I got it. We got the mustard here. You need mustard for these veggie bologna sandwiches, but actually I'm just gonna incorporate the mustard right on top of the slices of bologna. These are veggie bolognas, by the way. So enjoy that. Texas. Take that, Texas. They call me the Texas Rattler. Alright. Just waiting on the toast here. Shouldn't be much longer. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. We get into some awesome comedy shows at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 15, 25 times a day. So you don't want to miss out on any of those shows. Make sure you click the bell down below. You want some treats, bud? You ready to eat treats? You want some? Okay, I'll get you treats. Here you go. Here they come. I'm running. Yeah, I'm running. Get your treats, dude. There you go. This is easy as pie, buddy. Eddie loves you. Get some treats in you. Good boy. Eddie, get those treats. Lucky digs. Good boy. Oh my goodness. Some tasty treats, eh? Good boy. Gross me right out. Did I burn my toast feeding my cat? Oh, they're perfect. Okay. You want to lightly butter these. I mean, yeah, you want to lightly butter these, but you also want to lightly toast these. This is using for a sandwich. It's not a toasted sandwich. It's just it's frozen bread. So you want to slightly toast it, okay? All right. Lightly buttered here. We're adding mustard, eh? So you don't want to have like too much playing against the mustard. If you can, you wouldn't add butter to this sandwich if it was just bread. You would just add mustard. Unless you're gross, then you put butter on bread. It just doesn't make any sense. It shows you grew up in a time when you didn't have culinary schools. just robots. What? Alright, so that's did. Now, I'll show you what we're going to do next. These sandwiches are going to be awesome. If y'all haven't had a veggie bologna sandwich before, you are missing out. Also, the lentils are darn near ready for a stir. So we're just going to stir up our lentil soup. Drink our protein smoothie. Oh, it's getting tasty up in here, yo. So tasty. Oh yeah. Once you get all that did, you want to grab your toast, lightly buttered. Grab your veggie bologna. Slide you up in front here so you can see what's really going on. So, like so. Let's turn you this way. Hit you with that a bit. There you go. Grab some slices. Toasted, bro. Just like that. Just like that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. What? Get some. Do some PUBG, Mobile Legends, and also do a review on Star Trek Discovery Episode 3. I think it's Season 5. I'll do some squats here while I eat my smoothie for a few, chat with you for another couple minutes, and then roll out, obviously. I've got things I gotta get going here. The world's largest live streamer. We're over 19,000 videos as of today, so. Sorry, not today. As of Monday. I don't even know where we are right now. Alright, so now you can do your Sammys any way you like. I like to just fold them right in half. I don't like nothing too prissy or like, oh my goodness, this and that, and cut them like this. I just fold them and just crunch down. You can't get enough of this. Mmm. 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 Takes you right back to the 80s, bud. Oh, man. This is some tasty right here, yo. Mmm. Mmm. They're playing off each other. The nice rye toast, buttered slightly. The fried veggie bologna, the seasonings, the spices. Oh man, the mustard. Mmm. It's a harmony. Mmm. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid in high school, I used to go get these submarine sandwiches. Oh man, that's the flavor right there, yo. Oh man, I found it. I used to heat up these submarine sandwiches in the microwave. Oh, exact flavor. Look at the goosebumps on my arm. Hi, Angel. I'm just having a half gallon of protein shake. Purpler the better. And veggie bologna. Toasted, slightly toasted, open face, bent in half sandwiches. So tasty. Making lentil soup on the side here. Smells so good in here. That's my homemade lentil soup recipe, secret recipe I tell everybody about. And then, how you doing? Are you from Canada, Angel Hatton? Your name is familiar. No, it's Sutton. Sorry, I'm thinking of Sutton. How you doing? Sutton, not Hatton. Yeah. Cheese and ketchup sandwiches. Holy smokes. That's different. That's a whole spice club there. You should probably write a book. Jolly old England. This is making sense. Smoked sausage, cheese, and ketchup sandwiches. Just different. I've never had that before. Huh. I mean, we do here in Canada, you would see like a smoked sausage with barbecue sauce, and then they'll throw cheese on anything with a bun in a sandwich or whatever, but we don't do ketchup. Canada is so much nicer, I'm sure. No, well, to be honest with you, my mom's been to England 5 times or 8 times. She says Canada is night and day nicer weather. The people in England are fairly nice. Just not all of them. Oh, but yeah, no, the people in England are generally nice. I toast it, very nice, good. What is the, have you ever tried a plant-based option for a smoked sausage, Angel? This is plant-based bologna. You can't tell the difference. I'm telling you, you cannot tell the difference. I fry it in the frying pan, so it gets a little bit of a glaze on it. A little bit chewier. So tasty. We are mean? My mom didn't say you guys were mean to her. She said some of you are grouchy. And my mom doesn't mean any ill will. I'm telling you, my mom wouldn't want me to say that. Like, it's not a big deal, but my mom's like, oh, don't ever say that about jolly old England. She just basically said England has bad weather a lot, and that drives the populace to be grouchy. If I can word it like that. And I mean it, honestly. That's what she meant by it. She loves England. She's been 9 times. I won't go to England until you guys, stop worrying about who's going to have the next seat on the throne or something like that. Once you guys get your priorities straight and in order, I'll come over to England. I'll teach you guys how to grow in your fields, don't you worry. But until then, I love England. I love England very much. Yes, I also find the vegan cheese tastes more like cheese. Oh my God. Shouts out to England. Could you please lower the price on your super tasty British vegan cheese you guys got? It is a smoked Gouda coming straight from jolly old England herself. Blimey, mate. Oi, mate. I need some of that cheese right now. If I had some extra cash, I would get that extra slice of cheese in this fairly pathetic poor man's bologna sandwich. This is what you call a po' boy here in Winnipeg. One slice of bologna on a half a slice of toast with a half squirt of mustard. That is one po' boy. My smoothie's worth like $18 though. This half gallon of smoothie at a restaurant costs you like $50. I make it in-house for $50. I mean, reverse that. Cost you $50 in-house. Cost me $18 at home. I'm teasing. Doesn't cost so much. Like $3. Oh boy. Can we pin that in the chat, please, mate? Oh! I got a new love. I gotta tell my wife I love a lady from England. Oh! I'm telling you, jolly old England would be so much different if you could just figure out how to not worry about that crown. Can love England so much. Everybody but that guy that headbutted the other player. Wasn't he from England? How could a guy do that to another dude? We're gonna pin this one. Oh! You definitely hear a lot of baloney on the BBC's. What? Bologna is take the salami, take the spice out of salami, and that's bologna. Seriously. Take the pepper out of salami, and that's bologna. I used to eat more kinds of meat than anybody you could ever imagine. I used to camp out at the grocery store and get capicola. I'd wake up at the grocery store before it opened. I'd start banging on the glass at 6:55 a.m. Like, hurry up and open up! I need capicola sandwiches! 3 T-bone steaks. It's almost 11 a.m. I gotta start cooking these things, you know? And T-bones don't cook themselves, you know? Prime rib, ribeyes, everything. And then I met my chick and I stopped eating meat. Started doing 75 push-ups in a row. 3 or 4 or 5 sets of 75 push-ups, and then after a while, I noticed that I could do more push-ups within the first 6 months of quitting eating meat than I could have ever done before. I noticed I got even hotter, which I don't know how that's humanly possible, but I did. I noticed I got, my skin was better. I had great skin before. I had even better skin now. My hair was better. My nails were stronger, were more beautiful. Everything. My whole body changed when I went vegan. I was 26 years old. I'm old now. I'm very old now. That was a long time ago. Maybe 26 and a half, 27-ish. I was completely into the broccoli, baby. There was nothing stopping me. I ate broccoli all the time. I ate all kinds of stuff. Asparagus, broccoli, spinach, kale, and whole onions, whole baskets of ginger. We used to have a juicer. We used to have a Jack LaLanne. And we used to juice like apples and carrot juice and cucumber juice and pears, like huge bags. We'd go to the store and get like 8 pounds of apples, like 2 bags. Like 12 pounds of carrots. My wife's Jamaican, so I don't know if you ever had carrot juice from from the island, but it's so tasty. Yeah, you grate a little nutmeg in there, carrot juice. Now we use coconut milk and things like that, so it's so tasty. I have so many recipes. Fantastic. I was vegan for a bit, but it was more of a fad than a lifestyle. Yeah, see, I do it for the animals. I'm not switching back. Plus, it sounds greedy, but I realized I went vegan because I didn't want to harm any animals. And then I stayed vegan and will always stay vegan for the animals, but it's also greedy and it's shameful and selfish for me to say, but it's healthier. It's a better way of life for me than eating meat. So I selfishly I will never eat meat again because it'll kill me. I know it. Look, I grew up with people that ate exactly the same food I ate, and I stopped eating it, and they do not look good now. They look so inflamed. Something is different with our something changed, and now that stuff is very no longer. It isn't. I don't know if it ever was, but it for sure isn't anymore healthy. And I'm being real with you. Especially if you're poor and you eat a lot of like hot dogs and fatty hamburger meat and stuff like that, a lot of fast food, like really poor, cheap fast food. The inflammation in a person's body is just, it's extraordinary. Your cheeks look like they're 3 times, it looks like you're chewing bubble gum and blowing balloons. Or, bubbles with your bubble gum. Your cheeks are so inflamed, eh? That's probably one of the first ways I can tell a meat eater. And then just not to mention like pudgy, like they just seem really pudgy, like inflamed, like very fat and swollen arms. Maybe fat and swollen ankles, where your ankle should be skinny, your ankle is the same size as your calf. These are huge signs of inflammation. I'm not making fun. This is the real deal. This is how you judge and can tell if this is you, right? And then ways to combat this: drop all meat right away and detox your body. The meat inside your body doesn't get a chance to break down. You don't have the intestinal tract of a lion. Lions can eat meat and can digest meat in a 24-hour, 36 or 48-hour period. Humans go 2 weeks with rotting meat in their body. So you have stuff in your body from a month ago that you never chewed properly. That is some sort of meat. And it's overcooked big time. These are facts. So, people need to wake up to the idea that what's inside your gut is oozing toxicity. Now, if you eat a salad, that sucker's splashing out the next day in the toilet. But you can go 2-3 weeks and not splash out what you ate 3 weeks ago. So that's disgusting. And this is how inflammation works, right? This is the evil that is inflammation. It's extremely extraordinary how they don't teach you this. Like they aren't teaching you about it, okay? I will do a 4-week challenge one day, see the difference. And 4 weeks is all it takes. 4 weeks was actually, like I was saying in the beginning, if I can repaint you that picture, I used to eat a ton of meat, and then I really realized after just crushing the solid, I was doing inclined push-ups like they were butter, 75 in a row. Like they were butter. And I would get up, not even gasp for a half second. And I'd be like, you want me to do them again? And because my chick was like, yeah, right, you can. Because she's busy, she's doing her own thing. And like, I'm a dude, I work out. I don't sit there and be like, yo, check this out, look what I can do now. One time we had a bet that in 1 hour I couldn't do 500 push-ups. I did 500 push-ups, but literally my whole living room floor was covered in sweat. My whole living room floor was covered in sweat, but I did 500 fucking push-ups in 1 hour. I was 26 or 27. But I knew that like 75 push-ups I was getting done in like less than 2 minutes. So I'm like, I got 60 minutes to do 425 more. So I'm like, I bet you I could do 500. And at 375, she's like, okay, you can stop. Like, that's a shit ton of push-ups. And you've got like 15, 25 minutes left, whatever I had left. And I'm like, no. And she's like, I just don't want you to die on the floor. I'm like, no, I'm doing this. I was so pissed that she didn't believe me, eh? I was doing like 35, 40 at a time after that. And I was stopping, taking like a 2-minute break. I put my knees into my chest for like 35, 45 seconds, just sitting there with a towel around my head, one underneath each armpit. Oh, it was hilarious. I'm not overweight or anything, so it was hilarious. I'm just drenched in sweat. The whole floor was just, every time I did a push-up, 60 drops of sweat fell off me. It was awesome. It was so awesome. One time, and this was like, I'm a fit dude. Like, I don't get tired. I get ornery if I have to keep doing stuff repetitively for too long. I'm like, but why? Who has ordered this? I will crush them now. Tell me their name. So that I'm that guy. I don't know if it was last year or whatever, but I had this like VR headset, and I'm in the basement with my wife, and we're gaming on the VR. And it's like UFC or I can't remember what it was. I don't remember which game it was, but it was UFC or it was like either an octagon or a boxing match. I think it was boxing only. Yeah, it was boxing. So I'm in the ring, and it's like I ran this thing for 22 minutes. I ran it on the hardest setting, and this guy couldn't knock me down. This huge black guy couldn't knock me down, but I also could barely even like it was like a fight of the titans. Like, it was the hardest. I don't know what game this was. I wish my wife would have recorded the screen, because I was like, dude, whatever, you don't take me, I'm too sweaty. The whole basement floor in the living room was just covered in sweat. I was haymaker punching for 26 minutes straight, and just lion tamering. The guy would come at me with these moves, and then I would counter, and I would just like keep going, and he's like, and I could tell the AI was thinking like, hey, any second now he's gonna lower his gloves and you're just gonna take him, right? And I just kept swinging for like 19 minutes straight. I swear to God, the AI was like, either it was having a heart attack, or it was like, holy fuck, we better not actually simulate this guy in case he short circuits. This fucker's tough. Like, I swear the AI, like, and this is, like, connected to Facebook and stuff like that, so it definitely has, like, its own, like, little VR universe world where it's, like, learning and shit like that. But I swear, I could sense the fear, I could smell the fear in this extreme hard level of this fighter. And he's AI, I could smell his fear. And I wasn't me, I totally bathed and put deodorant on and everything. But I could smell his fear, so I just kept throwing harder and longer and longer. I slept for like 2 days straight after that. Like, the next 2 days were like write-offs. Like, I didn't even get out of the bed. I wasn't sore or anything, I just slept. I lost like 9 pounds from that fight, that 26-minute fight. I lost 9 pounds, and I slept for 48 hours. My wife intravenously fed me lentil soup, and she just sat there HJing me all day. But I couldn't believe it, yo. I couldn't believe the skills I fucking just exuded skill that night, eh? And I scared myself too. I'm not gonna lie. I even scared myself. I was like, I retired after that fight live. I retired from virtual fighting forever. I'll never pick it up again. If I do, I think it might actually like collapse the universe. Like, it might be too much for the world to ever have happen again. So I have to tread very lightly with regard to my VR championship belt. Like, I crushed that thing. Wouldn't even come near me. It was like 9 feet tall, 600 pounds, and it was all abs. Oh, I couldn't see anything besides like fucking 94 abs on this guy. And I just kept walking, boom, 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 and I'm swinging and swinging. And my chick's like, careful, the wall. And I'm like, so I'm take the headset up a bit, and I sent her back up in the living room. Just start fucking unloading again. I couldn't believe it, yo. 19 minutes of haymakers, but I did 7 before that without even thinking. I don't even think I took a breath. And then I looked at the ground and I was starting to slip everywhere. I'm not making this up, bro. I was slipping everywhere in my sweat, eh? And I just told my chick, shut this shit off right now. Like, shut it off. I told her just like hit it with a hammer and just end it right now. Burn it. We took it out to the fire pit and burnt it. We will never mention it again, you know? Yeah, that Facebook VR though, I'll tell you, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. There was one game, it gave me diarrhea like instantly. I was like a army dude, and I could climb buildings and stuff, right? And I was like sniping off these buildings with like Spider-Man and stuff. I was like, nah. So that one was no good. But I did like the Star Trek. Star Trek was my favorite. Star Trek on the VR. Oh, if I could live in the Star Trek VR forever, I shit you not, I would ditch this plane of existence so fast. I would travel the galaxy in my spaceship with my crew of hot chicks, you know, and oh man, I'd be like, your suit is dirty again. Damn it. Take that dirty suit off right now. While you're at it, you may as well take off my suit. It looks like I spilled some lentil soup on it too. We'll both be in this birthday suit scenario. You know what I'm saying? Angel, I hope you're not truly like passing away on me here. You're like the nicest person that's been in the chat all day. I don't want you passing away on me again. All the good ones just pass on way too soon, you know? That's fantastic. I can see why you changed your plan. Okay, now you've done it. What was the plan that I was changing? Don't even know. I might have to change back, because I forgot what the plan was. That's fantastic. I can see why you changed your plan. What was my plan? Angel died. Rip Angel. Can someone type Rip Angel, please, in the chat? I can't believe I can't finish this smoothie this fast. Half gallon down to like a couple sips, but now I'm like, I'm not too full. I can't also drink it. It's not saying I'm too full, but I think I'm getting a little bit full. So much more to eat here. I can save these for later. Turn it into a full Sammy, and we'll just have this later, like so. And I always give it a little bit of a, hey, how you doing? But for right now, let's just go like this. Make sure you all learn how to wrap up a Sammy, eh? If we have to go to, you know where, you want to learn how to do stuff like this. Because even if you get this thing soaking wet in a mud puddle, you know, I'd rather eat this sopping wet mud puddle sandwich than a pile of turds. So learn how to wrap something up proper, okay? That'll lock in the freshness. It'll keep it fresh for a good few hours. I'll eat her in the interim, and when I do, it's going to be tasty. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I want to thank everybody so much from the bottom of my heart. All right, look, it's 9:15 in jolly old England. You know, some people are stuck underneath the throne, and then some people are stuck underneath the throne from far away, like I am. All right, and I want to thank everybody who still gets up in the day and recognizes that you could be free if so many things happen, right? Just remember, this guy right here, this Viking, will always be on your side. If you're ever dragged out to the town square and they want to make a whatchamacallit out of you, I promise you, you know, they want to make an example out of you for doing this or doing that, I promise you I'll be the first to stand up in that town square and say, all you old greasy gumballs, let this person go now. So remember, y'all, you can't be me. I need y'all to try to be a little bit more like Spider-Man, like Robin Hood. They still got up every day and they did the right thing. Remember that. You have that option. You make your own choices. I'm going to do the right thing every single day I breathe. And I hope I pass that on to others who watch this years from now. Oh, it's very cold. We have finished the smoky. We have finished the half gallon of smoothie. Rastafari. There's going to be very few things that keep good people from winning, right? And it is about winning. As much as it isn't about winning, believe me, and truthfully, when I say it's about winning. But what is the meaning of winning, right? And who are you beating in the game of? And what game are you playing? I choose to play the game of wits. This is one that no evil, no matter how big or how powerful, could ever beat me at. I believe in good intelligence. And I don't believe there is a word that means bad intelligence. You have to understand the depths that comes from. All information is good. Anybody who wishes to taint the mathematical story of 1 + 1 = 2, it no matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. Is the concept at heart here. People all over the world can dismiss 1 + 1 = 2, but it's so prevalent, it's so present in your being, you know better than to take the side of evil, especially when it comes to that, right? But you can go steps further, take out 1 + 1 = 2, and put anything else that evil says is this or that, and you can sniff it, you can smell it. Think about why an evil entity, extremely rich, might want you to follow it off the cliff with the Marmadukes. Don't fall for it. It's that easy, right? They need people to buy up spots in their lives. Don't fall for it. Right now, more lies are being told every day. I strongly encourage you to listen to some of the younger family members you have in your family. No 5-year-olds or 6-year-olds. I'm saying maybe 25, 35, 45. These people will have an insight that you have turned a blind eye to, that you have hypocritically fallen into a hypocrisy, a hypocrisy that is happening right now. And it's everywhere. All old people, they instantly want to believe in something. And as soon as the next bandwagon rolls down the old town road, you got Old people just trying to geriatrics just racing to that wagon. And I need you to pull them off that wagon. I need you to stop that wagon from even getting on your streets, okay? I need you to make sure you help the ones that are the most gullible, the most easily swayed. I need you to tell them that they are not allowed to watch the Black Mirror anymore. Period. This is, you're going crazy from the Black Mirror. Stop it. Go exercise, you know? Oh, the soup's done. Soup's off. Show you guys the soup quick here. Like a boss, baby. We let the soup sit here for a while now. I'll stir it up after, but I'm good right now. It's stirred and everything. It's also off the element. We got our sandwich for later. Soup's done. To me, winning is not becoming the evil. Yes, exactly. So if you can outlast the evil, stay good, the evil will climb that tree so high while you just outlast it. As you put it so professionally, Angel. And the evil will out itself. The monkey will climb the tree until it reveals itself to the world. And upon doing so, the world will say, well, it did do damage after all. When all you celebrities said it wouldn't do damage. All you politicians swore up and down it wouldn't do damage. Now they're coming out with apologies left and right. So... And it also didn't go away after 2 weeks like they said it would. So all of it was lies. All of it. Just remember, folks, you heard it here first. I swore to you I knew what I was talking about. I swore to you. Turns out I did. Man. This is one of them I told you so's I wish I never ever had to say I told you so. And I never will. I'll never say I told you so, but I mean it's quite obvious that what is transpired, okay? So sad. They took our children's innocence, they took our children's well-beings. They've taken stuff from our parents we'll never get back or have those parents act or be like the way they were before. I don't know what happened or what something was done. And like things are different, you know, things are very different. And none of it is proper. None of it is proper. Our parents, you know, they can't do nothing when it comes to some things, but then all of a sudden your parents became fucking doctors, didn't they? Your parents became full-on virologists overnight. It's disgusting. Everybody in Hollywood should be held accountable. Everybody in Hollywood that was involved in that campaign should be held accountable. And how is Hollywood even allowed to be involved? It just shows you how deep the corporate bite on reality really is. Period. You know, period. So, you know, what they're saying now is only time will tell, but time could be 10, 20 years from now. It's disgusting what they're saying. And again, you know, to hear the words that I heard, very few will ever hear those exact words. Like the speeches and stuff and from certain doctors, they just left their hospitals and never went back in the US. Very, 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 very reputable, very, very reputable doctors will never practice in the United States of America again. So, I don't know about Canada. We don't really let anything on the news anymore, or really never did. Canada is basically a tiny America, but it's run by some of the most. The people who run the media are very, very, very just one-sided. They only want that tiny little word heard, and the word comes from Big Brother, right? Our media agencies are so small here, they're nothing. They're nothing compared to one, you know, Silver Fox news outlet here in the States. Like I can't think of the LA news. KLNN or something. I don't know what it is anymore. I used to know it. I used to watch it when I was a kid growing up. I don't remember what it's called now. All main social media is fake news. Yeah, I mean, if you look around, it's all repeating the same two words, right? And then if you look at a news agency or a group of people who, you know, run off Facebook or off what's that podcast Spotify and all these places where you can go get some alternative media, you know what I mean? Those same places are run by the same people who run the other one. Do you know that? Like the biggest people that say they're against this or against that. You know, Joe Rogan still took $100 million contract from those same people, right? Joe Rogan had to delete hundreds of his videos in order to get his $100 million deal. So I don't know if people understand that, right? Do you know what that means? Somebody that was like, "Oh no, here I do these videos so you can know the truth." He deleted those videos so he could get paid. So he covered up. So they paid him. You can say that they paid him to delete those videos. Do you get what I just said there? They said, "Joe, do you want this $100 million? Do you want to come work for these guys? Okay, all you got to do is delete these 150, these 175 videos you made that everybody watches. We don't want that stuff out in the public." So that's how things work. Is people delete their footage to assimilate to the corporate entities of the world. Period. Right? And if you don't believe me, you can Google which videos did Joe Rogan delete in order to get his Spotify contract. The videos are gone. They're gone. So go search those terms and see that the videos are no longer there. And then ask yourself, if you think that person that you hold in such high regard, maybe not you specifically, Angel, people watching this in general, hold JRE in such high regard, but yet he deleted all the information that made you open your eyes, it's gone forever, right? He burned the books that he wrote that made him popular, that told the truth. He burned the books to take the devil's money. Period. What? Prove me wrong. And once you understand the totality of it all, it makes you question if that is even still the real Joe. You get what I just said there, right? Oh, Angel says I would never sell my soul. That was what I was talking about. I think maybe you think we're on the same page. That's pretty good having a conversation with you, Angel. I like that. All right. We cleared 2,000. No, I'm so sorry. We cleared 2,200,222,000. We cleared 2,222,222 views as of, well, probably 2 or 3 years ago. But I've got probably 9,000 videos hidden or in private mode. So those contain another 3 million views. Plus this is at this. We're sitting at just about 6.6 million views right now on the channel. And it's a big day for me. 6.66 million is it's a special number. Being a Viking. and understanding. Exactly. Most people have a price. I wonder what my price is. I mean, I guess I would take all of it. If they would give me all of it, what would they get in return? I guess I have no price. Because my price is priceless. My worth. Define priceless.
Here's the definition of priceless. So precious that its value cannot be determined.
There you go. That is the Hash Info Show in a nutshell. So valuable. There is no price that can determine its value. I have no weaknesses, and I highly, highly agree with that. I mean, I'd be a fool not to agree with that, yeah. Let me just say, I have told the devil my weaknesses before as a young man, and couldn't get me then. Not gonna get me now, but definitely put some roadblocks in my way as a youth, that's for sure. Let's see here. Turn on this beauty. I got some fantastic. Angel, you have tuned into the right episode. This is absolutely magical. First things first, we're going to do a shout out. Very nice, very nice. Let's do a shout out for Angel Hatton. Angel Hatton in the house, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. Angel, are you from, you don't have to say if you don't want to, by the way, but I'll ask and then you could just make up a lie or say I'd rather not say. Are you from jolly old England? Or are you from Suffolk? Or Norfolk? Or, don't say the one that, Essex. Are you from Essex at all? Any chance you're from Essex? I have a buddy in Norfolk. Middlesex? I believe there's a Middlesex. I might be making this up. I have a buddy from Norfolk, Essex, he's rich, and another buddy from Suffolk. He's actually richer than the other guy, but the other one is trying to keep up with the Johnsons, I feel like. And then I have a couple buddies who married some chicks out there and brought them back, but they're dual citizens. They're in the Air Force. Yeah. Holy Dinah. That's something fancy right there, boys and gals. How you doing? Looks like a stained glass, you know? There's something different about this, though. Man, just smells like syrup. Okay. Essex. I can't lie, I left alone England. Oh, you're from Essex? Holy crow. Man, we should do a stream one day together. Angel, are you a YouTuber? Did you come over from another platform? Do you know me, Angel? Like, or, Do you know me from another platform? Were you driving around with a chick in a car on another live stream? Not on YouTube, but was it another one? It's not you, is it? But you're now that I look at your picture, I can't. I have a bad memory. But that was like 4 or 6 months ago. I met this chick, and she did subscribe. But I mean, I don't know if I see people. I don't recognize every name I see all the time. But now that I think about it, do you know who I am? Like, do you know me before today? I think I don't remember if you just said you did. But anyway, are you the chick from the car? You were doing your lipstick in the driver's seat there, and then you started driving, and then I think you picked up another chick, and she was British or Irish. I can't remember if you guys are going to the club or what you're doing. I don't really ask questions about that. You were driving and you were chatting with me. And then I joined you on stream on this other platform. And you said I was good looking. I don't think you're the same one. And then you said I was good looking. And then I told you I was a YouTuber and fucking pretty much came right over to my show that day. Like that night. And you started messaging me, commenting on my videos. Then I didn't hear from you for like 3-4 weeks. But actually, to be honest, I get that a lot. Like, people will come and go, like once a week, twice a week, they'll come in, say hi. And lots of people say they watch the show. I see more people are watching the show than ever before on TVs now, so they gotta fix the ability for you guys to type to me. Oh, I'm starting to get excited. It's April 20th in like 8 days, you know? We used to get up and go rally. Like, we used to go we used to go like petition down at like the government building. We used to be like, let us blaze on 420, and we would just start blazing all over the Parliament building, all over the grounds of the Parliament building. Ever since 1993 or 94, I don't remember which year it was, but it was a long time ago, maybe 95 too, I don't remember exactly. But it was awesome, man. So awesome. It must be someone else, yeah. I can't drive now, it wasn't you then. Or, well, no, it wasn't you, because this chick was doing lipstick and driving. I just didn't want to say that. Yeah, she's totally doing her lipstick and driving. I'm like, should you be doing that? Like, I mean, I don't want to stream. I want to stream. Ah. So what's up in England on a Friday? Here in Winnipeg, there's not much going on. We'd go play pool or something maybe, or that's really it. Sometimes we used to go to the movies before 2020, but now never go to the movies anymore. Plus, it's kind of crappy anyway. It's low educated populace here in Winnipeg. Very, very uneducated, low population here in Winnipeg. So going out in public just leads to trouble most of the time, due to the fact that so many people are just so uneducated here in Winnipeg. I wouldn't imagine it's very different in England too, though, considering I know some British people, if I can say that. And it's not like England isn't any smarter than Winnipeg, that's for sure. Winnipeg is way smarter than most of the states. And again, we're high, like Winnipeg is mostly stupid people here, so that gives you an idea. Like, if you were to go to Vegas and Texas, like, they can't tell you 3 presidents. They can't even do math up to grade 6. Half of them, at least 50% of the population. So, I mean, that's disgusting, right? So, yeah, I mean, I grew up in Winnipeg, but it is a more respected place than the majority places on Earth when it comes to education. We're only like 60th in the world instead of like 260th. I think America is ranked very low. Very, very, very low. And if you look online, if I was to have like a test against people for whatever it was, gardening, math, spelling, history, I would decimate America. For like YouTubers, there are very few YouTubers that are as smart as me from America. And in Canada, I would say hardly any YouTubers have half my knowledge. So, there. North American genius on YouTube by far. And then in Britain, I know Britain has twice the population roughly, or in and about of Canada. Canada's at 40. I think you guys are at 66-ish, maybe 70 probably. So they're close to half. Like we're half of you. But Britain is an older nation, so generally speaking, you should be smarter than us. But if you want to go even older, you go to China, right? India and China. But I honestly think China and Japan are really, really beating a lot of the other countries when it comes to technology. And I think partly why they allow the technology to be created over there first, so we can't understand it, right? We can't read their writing. We don't understand their numbers for math. We don't understand their numbers or their letters for words. We surely can't speak their language, right? Of course, some people can. If you took linguistics, it's highly unlikely that you took microbiology or cold fusion 101. You know what I'm saying? If you took linguistics, your expertise lies in language, not the fundamentals of, everything basic science about life itself. What I'm getting at is there's very few people that are a botanist, a scientist, a linguistics expert in every language, right? If that were the case, that person would be the smartest on earth. Because they would have botany down, which you don't need, like, botany's botany, right? And then science, well, that's different because the chemicals in the jars are spelt differently in Japan and China than they are in America or England, okay? So you couldn't do science projects in other countries with their writing. You know what I mean? Like you would have to have, everything would have to be translated, but there's still stuff that gets lost in translation. So the pure scientist will always be the one who understands all the languages. Which isn't even a thing, right? Nobody can. There's not enough time. So, but French scientists are stuck when it comes to learning from a Japanese or a Taiwanese or a Chinese scientist, right? They'll never be able to catch up or mimic all their experiments even in half the time or in 10 times more time because of the language barrier, right? And the whole reason languages are created is to create a barrier for humanity. All knowledge should be translated, for science, should be translated into one taught language. But the reason we won't allow people to learn true science is because then they would have answers at long last, right? 3/4 of the science taught in schools is not science that you would apply in life, that you would find useful in life. 3/4. Math, Math is different. You can, if you're taught the basics of addition and multiplication, and then you live and you cook and you do construction and you do all these different jobs, but you don't just mindlessly work. You literally are the one pen and papering, figuring out all these things. You realize that math is the ultimate language, that you can take math with you anywhere you go, and it can make your job better. I'm gonna have a few hey how you doings now. I'm gonna play a game. I'm doing a sleep stream this afternoon here. I'm gonna catch some Z's. I got lost in Wales. All the street signs are in Welsh. Oh no. By the time I found myself, I was just down the street. Well, thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up. I'm smart at the things I know, but the things I don't, I'm really, yeah. So I have to go spend time with my son. Oh, he's home. But great to catch you live. My love and blessings to you and your lady. I can count on my fingers. I've just chilled today. My son's just got home. I'm not feeling to go out this weekend. I just enjoy the garden and the sun. That's nice. I wish I had a garden going right now. It's too cold. Yes, Nate the Great, I think I got you from. Oh, interesting. Nate the Great, eh? Cool. I think he's on in the mornings or something, and he's from like years ago on YouTube. I think I was, yeah, I don't actually, the name sounds familiar, but I don't know the content. I can't place like even a face to Nate the Great, so. But it sounds like a cool channel. There you go. I mean, if you're over there and you're over here, you must be doing something right, right? Hopefully Nate the Great's doing good. Shouts out to Nate the Great. Nate the Great's shouting me out? Is that what you're saying? Or I was in his chat, maybe. Either way. Thank you in advance, Nate the Great, Angel Hatton. Just absolutely golden. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Yes, yes, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I will see you when? Next